Bricks Breaker 2 is, as the title so deftly shows, a brick-breaking game. Similar in style to Bouncy or those old-style angular shooting gallery games, Bricks Breaker 2 is all about destroying those darned bricks. The difference Bricks Breaker 2 provides over other shooting gallery games is focused on the differing aesthetic and targets with health. Each level gives you a certain number of balls to break the bricks, each of which have a certain value that requires a number of balls equal to it to break. Occasional levels contain little buttons that alter the game state somehow. With a directional arrow which gives some indication as to their effect, the balls that pass through them for the first shot will change the game in weird ways. Some of them will simply hit every brick in that row, while others will randomize the direction of the ball that flies through it. The inclusion of these havoc-wreaking alterations helps keep Bricks Breaker 2 fresh between different levels. The scoring system to determine whether you get the full 3 stars is interestingly not inherently tied to completing the level. It doesn't actually seem like you need to break the bricks to actually win. The level will end and you will be allowed to move on to the next, but the stars aren't anything to do with it. Instead, stars seem to be awarded based on how many bricks you hit with the same shot, using ricochets and clever angles to send the ball flying around corners and bouncing just the right way to hit as many bricks as possible. It almost feels like an Olympic swimming competition, with the game holding up scores to determine your progress. Bricks Breaker 2 aesthetically feels like it's trying to be a sort of maths game. You have a certain number of balls to throw, and each destructible brick has a certain health. The game seems to expect players to math it all out and plan every shot, but in reality nothing of the sort happens. All you'll do is just fire your balls in an angle that hits as many blocks as possible using the predicting that is very helpfully provided. The only irritation with the predicting line is that it predicts the shots as if there were no blocks in the way, meaning if you fire too quickly, you might not realize there's another block in the way that deflects your entire plan. Bricks Breaker 2 seems caught between two games, a maths puzzle and an angular shooting gallery. It is clear it is more of the latter, but the former feels like it could have a place were it to be properly implemented. Regardless of the confusion of genre, Bricks Breaker 2 possesses the ability to keep the player breaking bricks through fresh gameplay and a unique scoring system. The game remains fun and engaging, despite the ever so slightly perplexing aesthetic and cross-genres. It may be similar to other games in the same general genre, but it tries something new and manages to keep you playing. On its own, that's pretty impressive.